everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. So in the last episode, we talked about Sonic the Hedgehog and Animal Crossing unfortunately getting the axe from LEGO, and this is one of the sets that I kind of talked about that I wanted to get beforehand. And of course, finally, I'm going to be building it. This is Knuckles versus Dr. Eggman Egg Crusher mech. It contains Knuckles and Dr. Eggman, two minifigures that I definitely want to have. Dr. Eggman, I want to save for something that I want to do lore-wise with the Lego City, which I've kind of been hinting to for a hot minute. But you know, it's just like 700 other projects. I decided to start them all at once, and it takes a while. Knuckles is going to be joining Sonic in the actual Animal Crossing Lego Village, so continuing up there, he and his buddy Sonic can hang out and guard the Animal Crossing area. I picked this set up on sale at Target for $30.99, I believe, so just 31 bucks. Definitely not too bad there, especially for the two minifigures. And you know what? I can always use another mech in the Lego collection as well. But the build looks pretty solid. I'm excited for 350 pieces, two minifigures. This is one of those sets that I was kind of talking about, like while it's in store and relatively reasonable price-wise. If you're a fan of Dr. Eggman or Knuckles, it's maybe one that you should take a look at. Now, obviously, I've already built this on the side, so I'm doing this intro after the fact, and it is a really solid build as well, so I definitely enjoyed it overall. But overall, you can still find this in stores, even with the theme retiring. I have not seen exactly a lot of people going out to buy these, but again, if you're interested in these sets, since they are going away, definitely keep an eye out for any sales or the inventory starting to go down or anything like that, because I'm not sure how many times they're going to be restocked before they go on. But I will have the set linked in the description below if you guys are interested in it. This is only my second Sonic set ever, and it definitely looks a little bit cooler, I think, than the original one that I did with, Sonic and his little campfire here. It's adorable. He's roasting marshmallows with the members of the Animal Crossing village. Speaking of, I got to do another polybag video for that. I have so many sets going on right now, so I'm definitely trying to balance everything the best I can and just trying to do a little bit of everything. So thank you all so much for being patient. I am literally one piece away from finishing the Dungeon Color Carl project. Unfortunately, one of my orders was canceled, and I'll probably do a short on that, just updating you guys before this anyways, or a little bit after this, depending on when everything airs. But yeah, so that is almost done, and then I actually have a sponsored build I'll be doing here pretty soon, which is going to be pretty cool. And plenty of little things. I have 2 Animal Crossing videos ready to go. I have a Harry Potter video ready to go. I still have Technic. I have a lot going on, so before the September release, I am trying to burn through some of my backlog, so hopefully I can get a little bit more Legos out to you guys, but we'll see. Thank you all so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the whole video, whole 9 yards. It helps me out a lot. Feel free to become a member of the channel if you're interested. I will have that linked in the description below, as well as my Instagram, TikTok, Bricked, the whole 9 yards. We are almost to 10,000 on Instagram, so thank you guys so much. We're closing in on, what, 2,800 or so on YouTube, so thank you guys so much. It's been a good year. It's been a good year, and it's been busy, so thank you guys as always. I hope you guys are excited for the September 1st wave. I know I am. Let's get started on the build, folks. All right, everybody, so here's the final build. Overall, I like it. You know what? I missed one of the rings. See, terrible presentation. But overall, I did enjoy the build. I'll try and turn you guys maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere at this point, but overall, yeah, it's a fun build, especially for the price. Dr. Eggman is a bit odd looking, but overall, I'm not going to nitpick too much. It's an odd looking minifigure, so I kind of expected it to be a little bit odd, but I'll show you guys a little bit more of a close-up. But overall, first thoughts, it's a really cool mech. I think the build is really solid. Just like pretty much, I think every single Sonic set contains a couple of these rings. This one comes with 3 of those golden rings as well. I have them kind of just littered throughout the Animal Crossing castle. If my camera moves a little bit, my slightly chunky cat is slightly rubbing up against the tripod, so if you guys see it waver, that's why. We also have a little catapult. I like it. The boulder, definitely going to be usable in my castle display. I know that does not sound very exciting, but oof, all the castle displays I wanted to have done this year, and I still haven't. And then you have Knuckles' little aircraft or ship here, depending on what you want to call it. I like the look of it. It weirdly enough, I know it's supposed to look like his glove. Looks like the front of a snail or a bug. But going on to second rock. Going on to the actual mech here before we're going with the minifigures. I'll save them for last this time around, since they are the reason that I bought the set, and the same reason that some of you actually might be buying this set as well. But the mechs are really cool. I love the Doc Ock style arm. I think that that looks fantastic, and it looks like a slight like digger blade. I think that looks really cool. That translucent orange glass for the cockpit looks fantastic as well. Same thing with the turret. By the way, this turret, hold on, that thing is lethal. That thing shoots like crazy. So very, very cool. I also love the back with the actual like energy pieces. We have a blue diamond, red diamond, and these translucent slight blue pieces look fantastic. So overall, the mech is really cool. Like, I genuinely really enjoy this. Now we move to the two reasons that I actually bought the set: Knuckles and Dr. Eggman. We'll do Dr. Eggman first. Again, he's a little bit odd, just because it's not a traditional minifigure in terms of the build. So you have two pieces here and the two pieces for the arms, but the actual head and the torso are going to be one big piece. So he's a little bit odd in terms of the size. Like, he is significantly taller. So it looks like Dr. Eggman. It's a little bit odd. I don't know. The face is interesting. I would be interested to see if they did some, like, could have done a separate build for him. But essentially, if you've been following this channel for a while, that big old Avengers tower in the back is actually an Agents tower, and I just haven't done anything with it in a while. So I'm actually looking to do maybe an Agent build here soon to try and get on track. But as we wrap up the year, there are certain projects that I really want to get done, and slightly making some modifications to the Agents tower, you know, it's kind of on my list. There's some slight changes, but nothing too big. There's a couple of things that I know I could be at least be doing. And then last but not least, probably the main attraction for a lot of people is going to be Knuckles. There are other sets with Knuckles, so if this one does not really meet your standards, you can purchase him in other sets or just buy him outright. I think the minifigures are about $15 to $20 a piece, so you know what, you might, in my opinion, like, might as well buy the set at that point. But overall, I do like the gloves. I think they did a pretty nice job. The little torso print only has a moon crescent on it, and then the actual leg print is a little bit more colorful, and then the back is only going to have his tail. But I do like the face and the headpiece. I think it looks overall pretty solid. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I know it's not the biggest one in the world, but I enjoyed it. I think it's a really solid build. It's a solid set, and while I'm sad to see Sonic go, you know, again, I'm not really surprised, and I can link the other video in the description below as well. Just touching on Sonic the Hedgehog themes going away. Sonic, I always see in stock. I always see them on sale, and I see them on clearance quite a bit, so it wasn't really that much of a surprise. And I think the Sonic wave is pretty good, but I do honestly think that they kind of ran the course on a lot of like the main characters. Now obviously there are some like side characters that I really would have liked to have seen, but it's not the end of the world for me. If you're a big Sonic fan, obviously that's going to be a very different opinion, but unfortunately, just with Lego waves what they are, Sonic and Animal Crossing are kind of going away, and Pokemon and of course Mario are going to kind of move on in that stead. I still don't think the Mario sets are what they could have been. I think they're okay, but I would have much preferred like minifigure scale Lego. Same thing, or minifigure scale like Mario sets. Same thing with Pokemon. I like some of the sets. The smart brick functionality is rough to say the least. And again, I know I covered this on a previous video, but just kind of explaining what happened with Sonic and, you know, what are the things going forward to look for with that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, I'll have linked in other videos related to this in the description below. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy building, everybody.